Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to share with you a super blitz game which the reigning world chess champion Magnus Carlsen played on Chess24 against Iranian chess prodigy Alireza Firouzja. In this game Magnus Carlsen had black pieces. But before starting the game, let me show you how Carlsen's board looked like. We have a chessboard which looks like a football field, right? Looks interesting. And now back to our chessboard and see how Carlsen played this chess football game. Well, Alireza Firouzja was playing with the white pieces opened up with e4, and Carlsen responded with Scandinavian defense d5, e takes d5, queen takes d5, after which white developed his queenside knight, attacked black queen, and now black has a wide range of options. Black can either play queen a5 or move back the queen on its initial square or announce a check or play queen d6. In our game, queen d6 was played, d4, knight f6 and h3, which is a rare move. Usually in here white is either playing knight f3 or bishop c4, but in our game we have h3, the idea of which is to prevent any possible pins once white is developing his kingside knight. In return, Carlsen played a6, preventing any possible knight b5 jumps, a4, knight c6, knight f3, bishop f5, bishop c4, e6, white castles kingside, black castles queenside. We have opposite side castlings, and as you know, usually this leads to a sharp game. Bishop e3, h6. Carlsen is preparing an advancement on the king side, and an interesting move by Firouzja, knight b5 in typical positions. This is a very common move, the idea of which is that if a takes b5, then white is managing to open up the a file and then is penetrating the eighth rank. Later, white can try to emphasize the vulnerability of this knight, for example, by going for a queen maneuver. This knight can occupy the e5 square, not allowing any king d7 moves. And this actually requires a precise defense by black. That's why, as this was a super blitz game, Carlsen decided to play safely and simply moved back his queen on d7. c3, g5 by Carlsen. Already the threat is g4, and knight h2 by Firouzja, which turns out to be a mistake. When the knight was on f3, at any moment it could jump on e5 after the piece sacrifice and could create problems for white, but once this knight is on h2, already accepting the piece sacrifice is playable, and Carlsen simply munched the knight on b5. a takes b5, knight b8, rook a8 and knight d5. Now the threat is knight b6. That's why Firouzja played bishop takes d5, and we have queen takes d5. Of course, exchanging the pieces is very useful for the side which is defending queen a4. Meanwhile, with a move like queen a7, white wants to intensify the pressure, and bishop d3 by Carlsen, knight g4. Well, instead of playing knight g4, it was better to proceed with queen a7 idea that could allow white to prolong his resistance, but instead we have knight g4 and bishop g7 by Carlsen. With this move, Carlsen is acting against any possible knight e5 jumps, which could take under control black king's escaping route, but Carlsen is overlooking that by going for bishop takes f1. He is actually creating a mating threat, and he saw this only after bishop g7. But even in this case, black's position is winning. Rook d1, bishop takes b5, queen a3, f5. Yes, black's position is winning here. White made another tricky move with the idea of rook takes b8. If king takes b8, then queen a8 checkmate. But of course, Carlsen saw all that in a blink of a second and neutralized all possible threats. Knight e5 check with bishop takes d5, and then knight c6. Carlsen is offering the exchange of rooks, which we have in our game. b3, now c4 is the threat, but now comes bishop d3. And yes, black's position is totally winning. Black has an extra piece, and in here after king 8 finally we have a resignation. Carlsen's defense was tough, and White's piece sacrifice was unsound. After the game, Carlsen jokingly said, "Makes me so happy beating one of the best young players of our generation." Well, thanks for watching, dear chess lovers. Let's also solve a chess puzzle and then I will wish you good luck. Please take a look at this position where the task is to find the mating line for black. It's black to move and I will wait for your answer in the comment section. In the end, here are more suggestions for you. Feel free to check them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Good luck.